Magnus Studios Magnus agent. They recruit baseball players to sign with major league teams. This is Barry Praber. He works for Mark Anthony at Magnus. Barry Praber is a player agent with clients including Carlos Zambrano, Livian Hernandez, and Juan Uribe. Baseball agent arrested, charged with smuggling Cuban players into the U.S. Hernandez is one of the targets of a federal investigation digging into the underground methods being used to smuggle Cuban baseball players into the United States. Hernandez faces up to 20 years in prison if convicted. He previously rejected a plea deal. According to Yahoo Sports, Seattle Mariners outfielder Leonys Martin was one of the players Hernandez conspired to smuggle out of Cuba. Baseball player agent Bart Hernandez was arrested on Friday after a federal grand jury in Miami indicted him on human trafficking charges, according to published reports. They let that man go down as a fall guy, in my opinion. 2025 rolls around. West Palm Beach, Florida, June 12, 2025. Guerrero, former business manager and family friend of MLB superstar Vladimir Guerrero Jr. has turned up the legal heat against Magnus Sports, Barry Praber, and Scott Shapiro. The amended complaint contains causes of action, including breach of contract, breach of implied covenant of good faith, fair dealing, fraudulent misrepresentation, and tortious interference with business relationship. Guerrero's amended pleadings detail the serious allegations being made against Magnus Sports, a firm co-founded by global recording artist Mark Anthony and veteran talent agent Michael Vega, as well as Praber and Shapiro, former high-level baseball agents at Magnus. Praber and Shapiro were previously linked to a 2016 federal investigation of smuggling Cubans into the United States. Martin has filed a lawsuit and reportedly recounted to investigators that Lazo and Martinez Hernandez held him and his family hostage while Bart Hernandez's employer Scott Shapiro and Barry Praber negotiated a 5-year, $15.5 million contract with the Texas Rangers. Martin isn't the only Cuban major leaguer who has been affiliated with the Miami-based agency. The list includes Chicago White Sox star Jose Abreu, Adeiny Hechavarria of the Miami Marlins, and George Soler of the Chicago Cubs. The pipeline of baseball players to the United States has emerged as a money-making industry. The smugglers help the players get out of Cuba, and once that defector signs a big money contract with the major league team, the smugglers take millions of dollars to play for their services. Authorities are also investigating whether major league teams have direct ties with the smugglers. I know you're asking, what does all this have to do with the Summer Wells case? Well, I'll tell you. You see, the property at 162 Fields Road that Andy's mom and dad put in a trust, the address to that trust goes to this man, Barry Praber, and also goes to Sidney Ponson, who is an ex-Major League Baseball player for 7 different teams, the most formerly being the Baltimore Orioles. He is a resident of Aruba. He was knighted by the Queen of the Netherlands. And both Praber and Ponson are affiliated with another address in Nashville, Tennessee. So what does that have to do with the Summer Wells case? Andy Bernard's parents put 162 Fields Road in a trust, and the address to that trust, these people right here, Sidney Ponson and Barry Praber. That may sound crazy and that may sound far-fetched, but it's been researched and researched and researched by many different people, not only me. I'll tell you why. Because Sidney Ponson is Andy Bernard's multi-millionaire. Don Wells and candusbly, their daughter, to Andy Bernard, and he's someone else. That is my opinion and my belief since I've been researching this, and it's not going to change because there's too many factors and too many elements. We kept hearing about a big party that happened on the 14th at the Wells. Well, it did. That's why they didn't want Jackie Dobbs there on the 14th. Candusbly is a sly fox. Do not underestimate her or Don Wells or Andy Bernard or that trifling Jody Sue, because they're all involved in it. Summer. They thought they were slick for 4 years. For 4 years, we have been fooled. But they're not slick. CBI, it's time to make a move. It's been 4 years and 3 months and some days. When you start down the path of this case, there's twists and there's turns and there's dead ends. There's probable cause on every lane that you go down. There's probable cause. If they'll smuggle them in, they'll smuggle them out. My name is Dee. Thank you for watching, and please hit that like button.